Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a lemon and blueberry cake. Let's begin. So to start this cake you'll want to get your mixing bowl and place in your butter and your sugar and beat the two together until they are well combined. So once the butter and sugar are well combined, you can then start adding in your eggs one at a time, beating well in between each addition. And if you curdle your mixture, don't worry too much, you can just add a small amount of the flour that you've already weighed out. So once your eggs have been fully incorporated, you can then sift in your dry ingredients. This is just to remove any lumps, but then you'll want to also add in your lemon zest and mix this just until a batter starts to form, being careful not to over mix. So regardless of whether you're using fresh or frozen blueberries, you'll want to give them a coating of flour. This is just to help them from sinking to the bottom while they bake. So you'll then want to give your bowl a good scraping down just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. You will then want to add in your blueberries and fold these in by hand using a spatula. This is just so you've got control over whether you overmix a mixture or you don't, and stops you from bursting the blueberries as well. So once you've got your cake batter ready, you can then divide it between two 6-inch cake tins and level it off as best as you possibly can, using a very small cranked or offset spatula, but using the back of a spoon will also work very well. I will leave all this information and any other information you need to know about this recipe over on my blog, which there will be a link to in the description down below. So while your cakes are in the oven baking, you will want to make your lemon simple syrup, which is really easy to make. All you need to do is place your water and your sugar into a saucepan, give that a quick mix, add in your lemon and allow that to come to the boil over a low to medium heat. So once your simple syrup has reached the boil, you will then want to take it off the heat and pass it through a sieve or a strainer to remove the lemon and any bits that have come off the lemon, and then you'll have the simple syrup in your jug or bowl below, and you'll want to allow this to cool completely before you use it on your cake. So while you wait for your lemon simple syrup to come to a boil, you'll also want to make the blueberry filling. So to make it, you place the blueberries and sugar into your saucepan, give them a brief mix, and then add in the water and give a mix and place over the heat, which should be on a low to medium, and allow it to simmer for around 5 to 10 minutes until slightly thicker, and then you can transfer it into a jug or a jar to cool down completely. As you can tell, once it's off the hob it's really hot, so be careful you don't get this on your skin as it will burn. Allow it to cool completely before you intend on using it on the cake. So once you've got your lemon simple syrup and your blueberry jam made, you will then want to place some butter into a mixing bowl and beat for around 5 to 7 minutes until lighter and fluffier in consistency and colour, and then scrape it down and add in your icing sugar, and again mix that until very well combined. You'll notice when it's ready it'll become much paler and fluffier in consistency. So to flavour and loosen the buttercream, I'm using lemon juice, but feel free to use an artificial lemon flavouring if you want a more intense lemon flavour. The lemon juice works really well though. So here are what the cakes look like once they are out of the oven. I forgot to film as they came out of the oven, so these are pretty cool and I can touch the tin. So yeah, just leave them to cool before you intend to do anything else. So if you want to help the cakes cool quicker, you'll want to remove them from the tin and place onto a cooling rack. This really does help cool them down much quicker. Depending on what tins you've got, you'll either have to unclip them on the side or push them up from the bottom. I had to push them up from the bottom as they're the tins I've got, but do it however your tin needs it. So once your cakes are completely cooled, you'll then want to level them. I'm using a cake leveler, but feel free to use a knife and a ruler or whichever method works best for you. I don't trust myself with a knife, so that's why I use a cake leveler, plus it works for me. Use whichever method works best for you. Once you've leveled off your cakes, you'll then want to give them a generous amount of the simple syrup that you made earlier on. It should be completely cool before you intend on using it. But yeah, just give them a good coating of the simple syrup, and trust me, this really does help add flavour to the cake. So once you're ready, you can start to pipe on your buttercream. So I placed my buttercream into a piping bag, fitted it with a plain tip nozzle, and just pipe around the edge of one of my layers of cake, piping small blobs, and then into the centre I just pipe a swirl of buttercream. And on top of that I add a good amount of the blueberry jam that I made earlier on. Feel free to customise the filling, but the blueberry really does work as you don't get much from the cake, so this really does add a pop of flavour. You will then want to just sandwich the cakes together and allow to firm up a little bit. So when it comes to finishing the cake, you can do it however you like. I decided to put a good amount of the buttercream on top and spread it out so there was a generous layer on top. And with the remaining buttercream, I pull it into a piping bag with an open star tip and just pipe on some rosettes, and on top of those I placed a blueberry, but feel free to do it however you like. So here is the cake once it's fully completed. It's really quick and easy to make and pretty simple too. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me. I'll be back next week with another video. If you have any suggestions for future videos, then feel free to leave them in the comments down below, message me on my social media, or even go to my blog and there's a contact form that you can fill in and let me know. Talking of social medias, I have a Twitter and an Instagram. The links for those will be in the description down below. Follow me on Instagram for sneak peeks, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's it for this week. I'll be back next week. Bye guys.